What's happening, everybody? It is Sunday, or well, no, it's Saturday. Wow, I don't even know what day it is. This hair must be getting to me. How's it going, Jack? Hey, John Rupp, thanks for joining in tonight. So we've had some hiccups the last couple of weeks. Last week I didn't do a show because I was hurting really bad, and the week before, little man was sick, and so we didn't get to things. But tonight we're going to get to things. We're going to talk about Codex Entertainment, Luis Torres, and his awesome books. So I did. We had the other fiasco that happened was I couldn't find Whispers in Necropolis 1 and 2, and I tore my entire comic collection apart looking for them. And I was like, you know what? How are you doing? Thank you. I hope you had a good Merry Christmas as well. And so I tore my comic collection apart. And come to find out, I was like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to watch the unboxing video of the package that I got from Luis Torres. And lo and behold, I only got number 3. So that is why I couldn't find issue 1 and 2. So we're going to talk about issue 1 and 2 a little bit. So I did get the chance to get those from Luis. And I went through Whispers in Necropolis. And I have to say I was quite pleased with Whispers in Necropolis. I'm one of those kids that used to stay up late at night when my parents would go to bed, and I would sneak on the TV and I'd watch, dang it, what was the name of it? Tales from the Crypt. I had a brain fart. Hey, Dan Stockwell. What's going on, James? How are you doing? So, I'm a big fan of Tales of the Crypt. I loved watching that show when I was a kid. I know the effects aren't super amazing and stuff like that, but I always loved the what-if stories. And, every story always had a moral at the end of the story of, why you shouldn't do these kinds of things and what happens to people that do that. And that's the kind of vibe that I got from Tales from our Whispers in Necropolis. Is it had a Tales from the Crypt vibe to it. So it was really cool. The art was nice in it. And it was also Lewis's first book. So he's like, oh, when you read this book, you're going to see how I evolved from the beginning into, what the later books came to be. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised with that. Also Ace and Starlet. I did, by the way, Russell, I love the unboxing video that you got from Courtney for Roderick. Yeah, it was really good. It was really nice of Courtney to do that. I really appreciate that. Little man loved it. As you all could see, he was super excited about the Baby Yoda plush, and he's sleeping with it tonight. It was his number one demand for tonight when he went to bed. So yeah, I read Ace and Starlet. It was pretty good. It really didn't hold my attention as much as Whispers in Necropolis did. Ace and Starlet was good. Now, I would give it 4 stars out of 5, or 4 exploding blue balls out of 5 exploding blue balls, just because it didn't really hold my attention. It had a somewhat decent story to it. I don't want to say the story was terrible. It just didn't hold my attention as much as Whispers in Necropolis and Lily the Demoness did. So, hey, Luis, thanks for joining, buddy. So I really did enjoy Whispers in Necropolis. Like I said, if you guys like Tales from the Crypt, these are the stories for you. There's 4 or 5 short stories in each issue 1, 2, and 3, that are like different stories. Like one of them was a man who was the manager of a pizza place. And let's just say the pizza toppings end up being something that you don't normally find at a pizza restaurant. So, yeah, stuff like that. And I had a good laugh at it. But like I said, Ace and Starlet didn't hold my attention as much as Lily the Demoness and Whispers in Necropolis did. I was only going to give it 4 exploding blue balls. But the one-liner towards the end of the book that made me break it back to 5 stars was the fact that the character called a guy a penis wrinkle. And I just freaking lost it laughing. I died laughing. So thanks for that, Luis. I wasn't expecting that out of nowhere. It was pretty funny. I had a good giggle about it. So definitely check out Whispers in Necropolis. Ace and Starlet. It may or may not be a story for you. But Lily the Demoness, let's talk about that now. So Lily the Demoness. So Lily is like the right-hand woman of Lucifer. And she's looking for the stone to help him overtake God. And she finds the stone and starts having second thoughts about it. So she decides, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I shouldn't do this. and she has regrets. So at the last minute, while he's doing the incantation and he's trying to release the power that's enveloped in the stone that she's looked for so long, she knocks it out of his hand, breaks it into a million pieces. He sicks his demons on her. She escapes, goes through a portal into the earthly world, and she's drained. So you have to read the book to find out the most super interesting way that she regains her power back. It's really funny. Let's just say it's not Red Bull. Red Bull is not what gives Lily the Demoness her wings. Something else gives Lily the Demoness her wings, and it's very hilarious. So I don't know. It's just one of the funniest things that I picked up on the book that makes me laugh every time I think about it. Let's see what we got going on here. So we got Lewis is in. Jack said if it was a Jimmy Noble pizza place, we know what toppings that would all have. Yeah. So Lily Demon. So basically, she escapes to Earth, and she has the shards of the stone, and she is trying to find favor of God and not be a demon anymore because she regrets the actions that she has done in her life. So if you want to get the gist of Lily the Demoness, that's what it's about. You're seeing the tale of the right hand woman of Lucifer who betrays him, heads to Earth, and tries to figure out a way to earn her spot in heaven. So, wow, are you trying to copy my hairstyle? Yeah, that's right. Being on quarantine for so long, great clips and, all the fun, fantastic Sam's hair places are closed down. So, I just figured I would roll with it, and it is what it is. So, yeah, definitely check out Whispers in Necropolis. Check out Lily the Demoness. Check out Ace and Starlet. As a whole, I give them 5 exploding blue balls. Let's bring that up right here real quick. Got to get the graphic for it. And we are going to go 5 exploding blue balls. And like I said, Ace and Starlet only gets 5 exploding blue balls because of the penis wrinkle comment at the end. That was hilarious. It's been forever since I've heard somebody called that, and I laughed really hard. It was great. It was funny. Let's see. Hey Trish, right back at you. Hey Trish, thanks for joining. So to sum it up, like I said, Lily the Demoness, you got a demon who betrays Lucifer. She is supposed to find the stone for him. She betrays him. She goes to Earth. She tries to gain the favor of God and earn her way into heaven. You got Whispers in Necropolis, which has the Tales from the Crypt vibe to it. You get 4 or 5 short stories about things that you should or shouldn't do, and the moral of the story is you probably shouldn't have did this, and this is what happens if you do. Kind of the same thing. Get it cut at Walmart. See, our Walmart doesn't have a hairstyling places. They used to, and they got shut down. I mean, that's scary, especially if you got your hair cut there before. It's like, why does a haircut in place at a Walmart get shut down? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were trimming chest pubes and ball froze. I don't know. Guess is as good as mine. So, and let's check this out. I'm going to pop this link in the comments for you guys. If you haven't read these books, if you haven't checked out these books, what is going on, Ed? Thanks for joining in. You can go to this lovely website here that is popping up on your screen and check out all the awesome stuff that Luis Torres has to offer. Or you can find the dude in the link in the comments. Luis is hanging out in here somewhere. Send him a friend request. Send him a message. Say, hey, I don't want to search your website. I want these books. And buy them directly from him. It works just as well. So let's see. We have Work at Sam, so I know that's the truth. Let's see. I was thinking he had shaved his pubes and then moved them up top. Hey, you never know. Those are short and curly. These are kind of long and curly. Somebody's got pubes this long. There's something wrong. I mean, that's bringing Bush to a whole new level. So definitely a ball throw on your head now, calling it. Yep. Yeah, you have that. So, we're gonna bring up his website real quick. Check it out. Like I said, I put it in the comments here. Let me share screen this for y'all to check it out. Codex Entertainment LLC. And you can see the covers of the books. I didn't bring them up with me because we already showed them off last time. We're going to make this full screen. Shika-bam. Full screen layout. So there you are, guys. There's Codex Entertainment LLC in Bryan, Texas. Yes, I know I'm share screening. Get out of my way. So You guys can get on here and check out the crowdfunding stats and check out his books and all that fun stuff. You can subscribe to his newsletter, find out more information about upcoming projects. One of his upcoming projects that we'll be releasing at the beginning of the year will be Nebula Pearl. So definitely keep your eyes open about that. That is a collaboration project from several great creators. You guys are not going to want to miss out on this. It's going to be a lot of fun. So join his email list, get notified when cool stuff like that comes out, and you can go right here up top and go to check out his comic series. And there we go. So you got Whispers in Necropolis, Lily the Demoness, Ace and Starlet, and there you are right there, folks. Nebula Pearl. So definitely check that out. Sounds interesting. I mean, just look at the rundown right there. A science fiction adventure that follows a crew of space pirate prostitutes. I mean, it doesn't get any crazier than that. So definitely loved Whispers in Necropolis, though. That was great. That was like a step back in time, man. I love Tales from the Crypt. I don't know about all you guys, but I watched the crap out of that show. Even if it was a repeat. That was the highlight of the night. So we will exit out of that right there. Boom! Look who's back. Let's see. What's going on, Wendy? Thanks for joining. And we got Ed Williams there. So if everybody that's joining in late, we went ahead and gave Mr. Luis Torres 5 exploding blue balls for his Whispers Necropolis Lily Demoness. We did a rundown, a review about what the books were about, what I thought about them. So if you guys missed that, you can go back, or I can just make a quick review again of them. So Lily the Demoness betrays Lucifer. She's a right-hand woman of Lucifer, knocks a stone out of his hand, goes to Earth, gets her energy back in a super strange way that you're going to find hilarious, and she's trying to find the favor of God and get away from Lucifer and all the demons that he's about to send after him. Tales from, see, now I keep mixing them up. Whispers in Necropolis. It's a great book with awesome short stories. Just like Tales from the Crypt. There's 4 or 5 stories. It's a 45-page book. You get a little bit of a teaser. That's what Lily the Demoness kind of was born from. And Ace and Starlet. They all take place in the same town. And so they are connected in that way. I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Theodosia is the narrator for the stories in Whispers in Necropolis. So it's kind of cool. It kind of takes on the same lifelike principle of the Crypt Keeper. You got Theodosia that is kind of basically giving you the rundown of the stories of the things that have taken place in this town. That's right, Lily and Ace and Starlet, pretty lady in the house. Tales from the Crypt was amazing. Thank you, Jack. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So if you had to pick one of the titles, which would you pick? I would definitely pick... Man, that's a tough one, Trish. I would definitely pick Whispers in Necropolis just because it's the starting work of Lewis. You get to see him grow. The issue 1 definitely was it had some funny stuff in it, but you really see issue 2 start to shine, and issue 3 got a lot better. And I recommend it because you kind of get a taste of Lily the Demoness, and I think it is the second chapter of Whispers in Necropolis. Number 1 was the first taste of Lily the Demoness that you get. It's like a 3 or 4 page short story about Lily the Demoness, and so it's not really like a full rundown of the story. You just kind of get the scene that takes place, and it's kind of cool that it ended up becoming a comic book later on as a standalone. So definitely start with Whispers in Necropolis. You get a rundown of the city, you get a rundown of the type of storytelling that Lewis does, and you get to watch him grow. And like I said, you get the taste of some of the product that he offers later on. You get a little bit of a sampler platter of some of these stories. I want to definitely get Lily. Been a major I've been wanting to check out. Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. And we got Heather in. Hey Heather, thanks for joining. So yeah, definitely Trish. It's a hard gambit. I really liked Lily the Demoness. I still haven't gotten number 4 read yet. Unfortunately, I went back and reread 1, 2, and 3. I didn't get a chance to 4 yet because I wanted to reread those for the review, and so I had it fresh in my mind for number 4 because a lot has happened this year. But I'm really enjoying the story so far. I gave you guys a little taste of what the rundown at the beginning of that is, but Whispers, it's kind of hard not to say that's the one you need to check out just because that's where it all began. That's where this whole town takes place, and you get the gist of what kind of stuff goes on. Sorry, speech to text sucks, Russell. Out. I totally get it. I totally get it. It's all good. So let's shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk about another awesome project and another awesome person. Like I said before, I'm going to pop it in the comments one more time for Mr. Luis Torres, Codex Entertainment LLC. Here's the website. Go check it out. Go sign up for that newsletter. That helps out a ton because when Lewis has something new coming out or a special promotion or anything that you need to know about, sign up for that newsletter because you'll get it. You'll be the first to know about it. And you'll be like, yeah, you guys didn't hear about this before I did. So amazing that less than a day you can grow a full fro. I'm telling you, man, that's what Miracle grows for. You know, wow, Russ, you got all the pretty ladies hanging out with, including Jack. Oh, burn. Dang, Trish. You're hot on it tonight. So we're going to shift gears a little bit. Definitely, like I said, go check out, sign up for his newsletter. Get your newsletter. Sign up because Nebula Pearl is going to be awesome. And I believe he said it's launching at the beginning of February. So that'll give you a little bit of an inclination when it's going to be. Plus, we're going to try to get Mr. Hyundai Studios live on Russ Explode Studios for an interview to talk about Nebula Pearl, either before it releases, when it releases, or after it releases on Kickstarter. So definitely be looking forward to that. And I will share it out so you guys, everybody will know anyway. Even if you don't sign up for the newsletter, you'll definitely see it getting blasted all over. And we got another pretty lady in the house, Air Hug. So we are going to switch gears, everybody. We are going to talk about Firebitch #1 with Miss AZ Power Girl, Kara Nicole, who will be live with me tomorrow on Russ Explode Studios for the interview segment of this show. And yes, my fro will be gone. And so February 6th, thank you, sir. There you go, everybody. February 6th, Nebula Pearl. Get in on that. Why are you laughing, Russ? You're part of those pretty ladies just like I am. That's right. Hiya, fellas. How are you tonight? Firebitch is amazing. So we are going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about #1, and we're going to show off a little bit of #1 because I got a digital copy that I can bring up and give you guys a little bit of taste of it. If you have not heard of Firebitch, if you have not seen Firebitch, if you have not backed Firebitch, go check out Firebitch #2 live on Kickstarter right now at $39,000. Getting ready to push over that 40K mark. And it is an awesome book. It is hilarious. And it is a lot of fun. And we're going to show that off here because I'm going to bring it up on the big screen for all you fine folks to check out. And loved her video. Yeah. And, they're an awesome duo. Alfred Trujillo and Kara Nicole are such an awesome duo because they don't just, write, script, do the art for the books and bring in all the other artist friends that they have and bring them in on the project, which is super cool. They choreograph songs, they do videos for it, and they just come up with a lot of fun stuff. So if you guys are not a part of Alfred Trujillo's uh, group of friends, I think it's an artist Trujillo and Friends group is the group. Or if you're not following AZ Power Girl, Kara Nicole, definitely do. And like I said, she will be live with me tomorrow to talk about Firebitch too. Definitely go and join them. Join AASN, Artist Alley Shopping Network. You can get on there on Wednesday nights. Alfred Trujillo goes live. You can follow AZ Power Girl on Facebook. She goes live throughout the week. You can follow her on Twitch. She goes live on, I believe, it's Thursday or Friday nights, and they do like a movie viewing and on Tuesdays. Thank you, Mike, for throwing that in there. And if you guys miss this comment and you don't want to miss part of the show, it is in the description of the video. There is the short link for it. And Miss Kara is in the house. So we are going to talk about Firebitch a little bit. We are going to bring up issue 1 on here and show off a little bit of it because we are going to have the awesomeness of Miss Kara Nicole in studio tomorrow. And I definitely want to show off this book. We're gonna go full screen. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Thank you. So there you go. You got the fire turd right there. Hold on a second. So definitely had a lot of fun with Firebitch #1. They did a great job on it. Like I said before, Kara and Alfred are an amazing duo. They pump out sweet choreographed songs. She does an awesome job cosplaying. And they write and do the art and the scripting and everything, the writing, the whole 9 yards for this book. And they involve a great set of artists to do variant covers with them, and they share the love, and it's fantastic. Yes, the lettering is fantastic, Lewis. It is absolutely fantastic. So right there, you got Fire Turd, and this is the story. You've got a girl who likes to participate in social media. Hold on, I gotta get rid of the stupid message again. All right, there we go. So there we go. There's the cover right there for Firebitch #1. And we got some awesome art on here for the cover. And you go in here and you talk about Fire Turd. That's the little dude right there. He's, like he says, he's more than just a pretty face, and he's here to educate all you public school dropouts. Love the book. One of the cool things about the book, guys, is no matter how many times you read book one, even watching the show with Kara and Alfred on Wednesday night, Kara was talking about, one of the Easter eggs in there about there being a hand sticking up in the basement of a house. And I'm like, no, there's not. So I literally went back and reread it and looked for that and found it. And it was really funny because there was the mention of that earlier in the book, and then later on it pops up, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's insane!" I still can't decide who promotes themselves more, Steph Wilson or Chuck Penhow. Yeah, well, okay, for the class, which covers did you all back? Did the holiday, but thinking of backing again, but torn between two covers. So thoughts from the class? Get them all, Trish. That's the easy answer right there. Get all of them. Get every single cover you can. The problem is when you're torn between two covers. This happens to me all the time. I'm like, I really want this cover, but I really want this cover, and then you choose one, and then it's over, and you regret it. But the awesome thing about Alfred and Kara's Kickstarters are if you back it and you get one cover and you regret not getting the other cover, usually you can get them after the fact through the store after the Kickstarter. You can do add-ons because they usually do extra copies of the covers. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's easier to get it all because they're awesome. Exactly. No, no, I wish. Sadly, I can't do. Sadly, I can't do it either right now. Christmas really kicked us in the butt. Use how much you already spends on things, right? But backing them all means not backing other Kickstarters money. And I know. Yeah, I was teasing. So now pick out which one. Yes, Russell is for all of us. Oh man, there's gonna be a lot of IOUs. So yeah, no, man, Trish, hold on, let me exit out of this. I hate when I can't like talk to you guys face to face. Hold on, we're gonna exit solo full screen here. So look, you gotta sit down and you gotta think about which cover you would be the most sad about that you didn't get. You take them and you're like, all right, if I got this cover, I'd be happy, but I'd be really upset because I really like this cover more because of this. And just make that decision. Because the nice thing is once the Kickstarter ends, they always order extra copies. You can get them on their live show. They usually will sell whatever overruns they do during their live shows, or when they do like they did on the Black Friday sale where they got on there and they sold back issues of books that they had. It's not going to be your last chance. So the question is not really which cover can you live without. So which cover can you live without for right now? Yeah, look at it like that. That's the easy explanation I can say for you. Which cover can you do without right now? So if you have one that you'd be really happy with having and knowing that you didn't miss out on it in case they do end up selling out of it, go with that one. And then just hope later on you can get the other cover either at the end of the Kickstarter. You can do it as an add-on like with Wendy does with her store. Even if you miss out on a cover at the end of the Kickstarter, she'll be like, all right, hey, this is your last chance. What do you want to add on this? And you can go through and pick whatever covers you're like, dang, I really didn't have the money for this one now, but I can do it now. But I can do it now. So definitely think about it like that. I was torn between Wendy and Seth, but oddly liked their clean covers. Or just buy Wendy and Steph's cover from them. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you were torn between Wendy and Steph's covers, not Seth. I guess that was the typo. It will be your last chance, more than likely, if it's a metal cover or a foil or a crystal fleck that's really limited. So the nice covers, if you're torn between Wendy and Steph's cover, always go with Wendy's cover. Because Steph, no, I'm just kidding. Because Wendy's the naughtiest fairy. Yeah, just buy both of them. Just get them both. And if you can't swing it right now, get whichever one you'd be the happiest with getting, and then buy it in either the after the Kickstarter last chance deal, where you can add it in on your Kickstarter if you have the funds, or you could, like I said, possibly you can get it from their store later on. And I don't know that. Don't join the show tomorrow. We'll talk more about the Kickstarter tomorrow. Usually, Kara and Alfred will run an after Kickstarter Indiegogo. So I don't know if they have the plans to do that right now. And if they're still in the audience, if you can answer that question for me, that would be awesome. But they usually run an after Kickstarter Indiegogo campaign, which will usually run open. It's not like, hey, we're going to reach this fun goal and you have 30 days or you're going to miss out on it. Usually they run it for however long. It's kind of like a store. And you can basically go on there and be like, oh, I want this cover. And then you get that cover. So I don't know how they plan on running that. We will delve into that tomorrow whenever I have Kara on to talk to her more about the Kickstarter. But I don't know. It's a hard pill to swallow, Trish. It's hard. There's always so many good covers on these. So like I said, if you can't live without either one, just buy both. If you can figure out which one you can live more without, hopefully, just plan on trying to snag it later on. It happens. That was like Vampirella. I missed out on Kara's Vampirella cover, and I was super bummed about it. And then luckily, like 8 months later, they happened to have some on the show. They're like, "Oh, here's the Vengeance of Vampirella #2, Kara Nicole cosplay cover," and I'm like, "Yes, I want both of them. I want the trade and the Virgin, please, because I missed out on them." So there'll always be a chance to get whichever one you missed out on later on. But sorry, let's get back to the Firebitch here. We delved on that for a little while. I apologize for that. So, you got Ralph the Fire Turd. He's an awesome dude. Pretty hilarious. So you basically got these aliens. They're under attack. They're like, oh my God, we're going to be taken over and overrun and killed by this evil dude here. And so they use this giant laser weapon to try to, yeah, we got to watch what we do here. There might be some naughty bits. I don't really remember. It's been a couple of months. So, yeah, if I click out of it real quick, it'd just be because we're being safe, then sorry. I don't think we'll have a problem, though. It is what it is. So, you've got Miss Firebitch here. Oh, come on, scroll for me, please. Thank you. So, she's a huge Instagram diva. She's like, oh, look at me, everybody. I went to this place and got a salad today for lunch. And look at me, I did this. And, she's mid-coitus and she's Instagramming, which is pretty hilarious. And so this guy is who they had picked out to be their savior, that they were going to imbue with powers. And, they kind of have this little scene here and they're talking and, after having fun time, and they're targeting this guy to get the superpowers, and they accidentally vaporize him, which is really funny. So they vaporize him and accidentally imbue her with the powers that hold on, we're gonna get there. I gotta find it right here. So here's where the laser comes in. Kablam! It vaporizes him and gives the powers to her. So now, instead of having a male superhero to save their universe, they get stuck with the Instagram social media diva. And it pretty much goes on from there. It's a wild ride. There's a lot of Easter eggs in here. It's really fun to go through and dissect the book page by page and try to find all, mid-coitus. That's right. Mid-coitus. He gets vaporized. I'm just well, post coitus he gets vaporized, but yeah, mid coitus she's just out there social media and her friends, and he gets blasted, and it's so funny because later on in the scene she's like, "What is this that's all over me?" And Taco tells her, which Taco is her alien servant. Uh, yeah, here it is right here. Where I'm sorry, your boyfriend seems to have perished in the transfer, the vortex. It wasn't supposed to do that. Because she's like, what is all this powder and ash and stuff? And yeah, it was her boyfriend. He got blasted into space debris and just covered her all over. And so, later on, she gets this servant named Taco, which is really funny. Give me a second here. It's scrolling. Scrolling. So they give her the checkup, and they're like, "No way, this chick actually ended up with the powers." And of course, a social media diva. Look at that. She's still messaging out like, "Oh my gosh, you guys who could not believe my day today. Guess where I am? Feeling cute. Might delete this later." So yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a great read, guys. It really is. It's really well put together. I'm really super excited about issue 2. And I get more excited about the Easter eggs, just for the people that take the time to, you know, later on write something in that pretty much shows up as a result of what they were talking about earlier in the book is awesome. And the reason why I think it's awesome is because that's how I wrote my book. There's a ton of Easter eggs in my book that you're going to read and you're going to gloss by because it seems irrelevant to you. And then later on in the book, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that did happen. And that's what's a lot of fun about this book. You have a lot of those moments. And, like the one I mentioned earlier. And, the more you read it, the more you find. And it's a fun time. So I definitely enjoyed it. I think you guys should check it out. If you did not get in on issue one is available on the Kickstarter for number 2, so you can get your back issue and get in on the fun while the getting's good before they get too far into the series. And there you go. There's Taco right there. It's not really her name, but that's what social media diva decides to name her her alien servant. So I won't show off any more of the book. I don't want to ruin the story for you guys, but you got a little bit of a taste of it, of the art and the lettering and the way the book's laid out, some of the humor in it. It's pretty funny. It's a good time. Definitely check it out. We're going to go back here. We're going to come back in. And there we are. Harry Sachs. Oh, yeah. And we're going to come back in and we're going to give this one 5 exploding blue balls because freaking Firebitch rocks. And so we're going to give it 5 exploding blue balls and 5 plumes of fire. Because it's Firebitch, y'all. So, guys, all in all, to summarize the show tonight, we had Whispers in Necropolis. Give it 5 out of 5. Great book. If you like Tales from the Crypt, you'll like this book. You've got Thessadonia, who is reading you these, kind of telling you these stories like the Crypt Keeper did. And they're like a little short. Like I said, issue 1 had like 5 stories in it. Issue 2, I think, was about the same. Issue 3, I think, had 4 or 5 in it. Don't quote me on it. Gives you a taste of Lily the Demoness. You get a short section of the story in it. So, you kind of get to see where the birth of Lily the Demoness took place. I really enjoyed them. The stories were fun. A couple of them are super funny. Then you've got Lily the Demoness, which was born from Whispers in Necropolis. You have a demon who is the right hand of Lucifer. She decides to betray him. She's been searching for this gem for years and years and years and years, trying so he can imbue himself with the power to overthrow God. She finds this gem, and she decides in the last moments of him doing this chant to transfer the power to himself to turn against him. She knocks the gem out of his hand. It's broken into a ton of pieces. She scoops those up, heads earthside to try to get in the graces of God and earn her way into heaven. So it is up to issue number 4 right now. So the story is still being told. It's a great book, a great read so far. You guys definitely should check it out. Ace and Starlet. Also, all these stories take place in the same city, so they are connected in a way. So Ace and Starlet, like I said, it was a fun story. It didn't keep my attention as much as the other 2 did. It's nothing against the knock against Lewis. It's nothing to knock against anybody. Just some stories don't tailor to certain people. I really like the other two stories. This one really didn't tickle my fancy. It was more of a, uh, it was kind of like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer esque uh, style book, and I did enjoy it. It didn't hold my attention as much until the end when they did the penis wrinkle joke, and then I laughed my ass off because it was hilarious. Because I haven't heard somebody call somebody a penis wrinkle in forever, so that's definitely a dated joke, and it's hilarious, and it's still hilarious to this day. So kudos to Lewis for these books, and it was great to see his journey as a writer and a comic book creator. As issue 1 up to issue 3 underwent a lot of changes artistically, the lettering, the storytelling, and they were a lot of fun reading those stories. So it was really cool, and it was really reminiscent of the times when I was a kid and I stayed up super late to watch Tales from the Crypt, even though my parents didn't know. Shh, don't tell them. So, and then we talked about Firebitch #1, which also is awesome. Gets 5 exploding blue balls. 5 exploding blue balls. And you guys, check out Codex Entertainment LLC. Penis wrinkle. I'm still laughing about it, Lewis. I can't get that out of my head. I swear to God, it's going to come out in the. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. And it's going to come out of my mouth here in the next month. Somebody's going to say something, and I'm just going to be like, you're such a penis wrinkle. It's going to come out just because it's going to be back in the deep of my mind. I'm still going to be laughing about it. So, guys, go check out this guy's website. Check out Lewis's website. Join his newsletter. Check out Nebula Pearl. February 6th is when it launches on Kickstarter. You have a ton of fabulous creators that are a part of this project. It's not just Lewis. You've got CB Zane and several others who are a part of it. Several different creators have wrote the story for it. It's a collaboration project. I'm super excited to check it out and see how they manage things and worked the story out. It's a heck of a thing to do and a hurdle to overcome when you have so many creators working on a story together. And I'm really interested to see how it's put together and how they do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also check out Firebitch 2 on Kickstarter, which I had the link up and I just exited out of it like a dummy. So if somebody else has it to throw in there, please do so. If not, the link is in the description of the video. You can go check out Firebitch 2, or you can search it on Kickstarter in the search bar, because it's going to take me like 5 minutes to pull Kickstarter back up since I'm live now. But definitely check that out. And please join me tomorrow for the awesome interview with AZ Power Girl, Karen Nicole, as we talk about Firebitch 2 and the plans for the series and the fantastic duo that her and Alfred Trujillo Doobie Doobie Doo have together in creating these stories and creating these masterpieces together. And it's really cool to have a dynamic duo like that to come up with some of the stuff that they do, and it's a lot of fun seeing them work on it. And the videos, the songs they create together, and everything else. It's a lot of fun. So definitely, guys, check it out. And maybe I'll actually bring it up here. Give me just a second, or not. It's just gonna do something stupid. Thank you. Here we go. I might be able to pop that link in there for you guys after all. Un momento, por favor. So I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had a fun time and a great time with family. It was weird this year. It was vastly weird. We everybody pretty much dropped their gifts off over the last few weeks. Family members. I met my grandparents on my route last week or this week. It's still Saturday, to get the kids as gifts from them, and it was a weird time this year. We FaceTime everybody and let them open their gifts in front of the kids, but it was definitely not the same. Although it was quieter. That was the one nice thing. It was quieter, other than getting attacked by my kids yesterday or Thursday. No, it was yesterday. Christmas was Friday. Yeah, see, it's been a crazy, crazy month. So yeah, they were in the mood to wrestle last night. I was getting attacked yesterday. They thought it was hilarious. And again, Courtney, if you're in the audience, Thank you so much for sending out the package for Roderick. He really loved Baby Yoda. He requested to sleep with him tonight. Come on and let me copy this link. Sometimes I just want to. So yeah, next year we'll have the link in 2021. Weird for sure. Yeah, it was just. Oh, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I didn't even see that you popped it in there. So there's a link for it. And yes, it was weird for sure. I hope everybody had a good time anyway. Like I said, we chatted with our family, my grandparents, her mom, and their aunt and uncles, and all that good stuff. And I mean, it's kind of cool that we have the availability for that now because we have several family members that live out of state. Like her sister lives in Oklahoma, so she can't always make it down for the holidays. So it's really cool that you can Facebook message, video message, or FaceTime your family and your friends and stuff, and be able to have that, face to face contact. But it was definitely weird. It was quieter, like I said. Besides getting attacked and tackled last night by the kids, they get really rowdy. Uh, I don't know what it is. It is the most insane thing. We went out last night and we were playing Pokemon because the kids were wanting to get out of the house and Roger wanted to go play Pokemon. And so we get like 2 blocks down the road and Roderick's like, I want to go home. I'm tired. So we're like, okay. So we go home. And like, it was like as soon as we walk through the door, it's like 2 freaking wound up um, tops, man. They were like insane, crazy last night, giggling and jumping around. You would swear somebody gave them like a whole case of Monster Energy drinks. I was like, oh my God, what did we get ourselves into? So it was really insane last night. I was like, these kids are never going to go to bed, but thank God they did. So I hope everyone had. Why? Having trouble connecting, please check whatever stupid thing. So everybody, thanks a lot for joining. Check out Codex Entertainment LLC. Check out Alfred Trujillo. Check out Kara Nicole, AZ Power Girl. Go give them a follow. Go check out their websites. Go check out their Facebook pages and check out all the awesome products they have to offer. You can find the links here in the video. You can find them in the description of the video. Be on the lookout for Nebula Pearl, February 6th. Check out Whispers in Necropolis, Lily the Demoness, Ace and Starlet, and also Firebitch 1. And with Firebitch 2 being on Kickstarter now, where you can get back issues for number 1 if you missed out on it. Everybody, it was great chatting with you all. Well, this is the thing. That's the thing, Jack. They didn't even have sugar. Like, we baked sugar cookies, and they forgot about them, and they didn't even ask for cookies last night, so we didn't even give them cookies. I don't know where this imaginary sugar rush came from, but it was, holy cow. It was insane. So, everyone, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for checking out Blue Balls Reviews. It was great chatting with you all. You know where to find me tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. AZ Power Girl, Kara Nicole, will be live from Russ Explode Studios to talk about Firebitch. Number 2, live on Kickstarter. So be there. Find out all the sweet information. And let's ask some crazy questions that's going to make Kara scratch her head a little. Their kids, their whole body is made of sugar. Yeah, we won't even talk about it. So thanks a lot for joining, everybody. Thanks for checking out these fine, awesome projects. And I will see you all tomorrow night for that great interview. And also, James Sims will be with me on Tuesday to talk about Omni. I hope you all show up Tuesday night at 8 p.m. to talk about his project as well. And let's get his project funded. I think as of yesterday, he had 34 days. So there's probably like 33 days left on his project. I think he was at like $700 almost, something like that. I've been looking at a lot of projects lately, so don't hold me to that. But definitely check out Omni. Check out the show. Hit remind me. As always, when you guys see my videos pop up, hit get reminder. And StreamYard will send you a message or a notification on Facebook 3 minutes prior to the broadcast. So you'll never have to worry about missing a show again. Just hit that get reminder button. That's all you have to do, and it'll remember you. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks a lot, Wendy. Everyone, have a great night. Check out these projects. And as always, Russ Explode Studios, projects that will blow your mind. You all have an awesome night. I'll see you.